time and space. And the manifestations of this neo-human evolution, manifestations are dramatically counterintuitive. That's the interesting part. The old evolution is cold, sterile, and its manifestations are those of social adaptation. You're talking about parasitism, dominance, morality, okay? War, predation. These would be subject to de-emphasis. These would be subject to de-evolution. New evolutionary paradigm would give us the human traits of truth, of loyalty, of justice, of freedom. These would be manifestations of the new evolution. And that is what we would hope to see from this. That would be nice.
We're irresistibly drawn to that almost orgiastic state created out of death and destruction. It's in all of us. We revel in it. Sure, the media tries to put a sad face on these things, painting them up as great human tragedies. But we all know functioning media has never been. No. Their job is to persuade us to accept those passive observers. And they haven't given us any other options outside the occasional, purely symbolic, participatory act of voting. You want the puppet on the right or the puppet on the left?
And once having said yes to the instant, the affirmation is contagious. It bursts into a chain of affirmations that knows no limit. To say yes to one instant is to say yes to all of existence.
No matter how degraded and used up the world appeared to us, we knew that anything was still possible and, given the right circumstances, a new world was just as likely as an old one.
So what are these barriers that keep people from reaching anywhere near their real potential? The answer to that can be found in another question, and that's this. Which is the most universal human characteristic? Fear or laziness?
Venerable tradition of sorcerers, shamans, and other visionaries who have developed and perfected the art of dream travel, the so-called lucid dream state, whereby consciously controlling your dreams, you're able to discover things beyond your capacity to apprehend in your awake state.
You know, they say that dreams are real only as long as they last. Couldn't you say the same thing about life?
So we haven't met, but I want to be an ant, you know? I mean, it's like we go through life with our antennas bouncing off one another, continuously on ant autopilot, with nothing really human required of us. Stop, go, walk here, drive there. All action basically for survival, all communication simply to keep this ant colony buzzing along in an efficient, polite manner. Here's your change. Paper or plastic? Credit or debit? Want ketchup with that? I don't want a straw. I want real human moments. I want to see you. I want you to see me. I don't want to give that up. I don't want to be an ant, you know?
The trick is, you got to realize that you're dreaming in the first place. You got to be able to recognize it. You got to be able to ask yourself, hey man, is this a dream? See, most people never ask themselves that when they're awake, or especially when they're asleep. Seems like everyone's sleepwalking through their waking state or wake-walking through their dreams.
I gotta go, man.
Okay, later, man. Super profundo on the early eve of your day.
On this bridge, Lorca warns, life is not a dream. Beware, and beware, and beware. And so many think, because then happened, now isn't. And on really romantic evenings of self, I go salsa dancing with my confusion. As one realizes that one is a dream figure in another person's dream, that is self-awareness.
You haven't met yourself yet. But the advantage to meeting others in the meantime is that one of them may present you to yourself.
Down through the centuries, the notion that life is wrapped in a dream has been a pervasive theme of philosophers and poets. So doesn't it make sense that death, too, would be wrapped in dream? That after death, your conscious life would continue?
I mean, you know, if you can wake up, you should. Because, someday, you won't be able to. So just, but it's easy. Just wake up.
To the functional system of neural activity that creates our world, there is no difference between dreaming a perception and an action, and actually the waking perception and action.
I had a friend once who told me that the worst mistake you can make is to think that you are alive.
When you're one of the few to land on your feet, what do you do to make things meet? Make them mad, make them sad, make them add 2 and 2. Or make them mean, or make them hear. Make them do what you want them. Make them laugh, make them cry, make them lay down and die.
Jesus Christ, help me, Oceania is at war with Eastasia. Oceania has always been at war with Eastasia. Eurasia is our ally. Eurasia has always been our ally. Everything fades into mist. Past is erased. The Eurasia forgotten. Lie becomes truth, and then becomes a lie again.
Including excellent components of travel prices, led by Kusaki. My agents traveled freely throughout Erstepon, encouraging insurrection and organizing massive counterfront to destroy the inmost factions in issue. My position suggests that it's possible for our traditional
April the 4th, 1984. the future. To an age when thought is free. From the age of Big Brother. From the age of the thought police. From a dead man. Greetings.
I wonder if I could ask you to do something. Of course, anything I can. Well, you see, it isn't only the structure of the bomb that's the trouble. It's in the body of it. We must listen.
Got a little black book with my poems in. Got a bag, got a toothbrush and a comb in. Well, I'm a good dog, they sometimes throw me a bone. I've got elastic bands keeping my shoes on. Got those swollen hand blues. I've got 13 channels of shit on the TV to choose from. I've got a Leccy.
It requires
I got second sight. Got a feeling. Hours of observation. That is how I know. When I try to get through, telephone to you.
one of the thrilling things for me has been Turkish ballet.
I got the obligatory Hendrix and the inevitable pinhole burns all down the front of my favorite satin shirt.
Hello, nigger old boy. What are you doing?
I got nicotine stains on my fingers. I got a silver spoon on a chain. Got a grand piano to prop up my mortal remains.
No, nigger. No, not near, old boy.
I got wild, staring eyes. I got a strong urge to fly. But I got nowhere to fly to. Fly to, fly to, fly to, fly to, fly to, fly to, fly to. Ooh, baby, when I pick up the phone, there's still nobody home. I got a pair of Go Hills boots. I got faded roots. is a dry blood beast.
Hold on, keep it down for a minute. Let's hear these numbers. C631 85HC J455 RMO.
Last fire will rise behind those eyes. Like a house will rock. Blind boys don't lie. Immortal fear. That voice so clear through broken walls. That scream I hear. Cry, sister. Come to your brother. Jamie, sister. Love is with your brother. Through masquerade, strangers will come. When will they love this loneliness? Temptation leads, beats like a drum deep in your veins. I will not love, little sister. Come to your brother. Jamie, sister. Love is with your brother.
Infected. Skies, take Chatsfield. Takes a look. He might be waiting.
My shining world light, I can't forget why you were mine. I need you now. Sister. Come to your brother. Jamie, sister. Love is with your brother. Cry, little sister. Come to your brother. Jamie, sister. Love is with your brother.
You want you want, you want, you want sweet, you want, you want, you want, you want, you want sweet, you want, you want, you want, you want, you want, you want sweet, you want, you want, you want, you want, you want sweet, you want, you want, you want, you want, you want, you want sweet, you want, you want, you want, you want,
on the
you
ball.
want sweet,
Listen,
you
this
want,
time I come.
you want, you want, you want, you want, you want sweet, you want, you want, you want, you want, you want sweet, you want, you want, you want, you want, you want, you want sweet, you want, you want, you want, you want.
Silver streams, silvery screams. Ooh, impossible concentration. You know we are ruled by TV.
Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin.
Awake, awake, awake. Shake dreams from your hair, my pretty child, my sweet. Choose the day and choose the sign of your day, the day's humanity. First. Back in those days, everything was simpler and more confused. One summer night, going to the pier, I ran into two young girls. The blonde was called Freedom, the dark one, Enterprise. We talked and they told me the story.
The world it's just different. It changes every day.
My name's Wade Watts. My dad picked that name because it sounded like a superhero's alter ego, like Peter Parker or Bruce Banner. But he died when I was a kid. My mom too. And I ended up here, sitting here in my tiny corner of nowhere. There's nowhere left to go. Nowhere except the new one. A whole virtual universe. People come to the new one for all the things they can do. They stay because of all the things they can be. Yeah. It's the only place that feels like I mean anything.
Operation Mindfuck. Operation Mindfuck. Operation Mindfuck. Operation Mindfuck.
We do not need anybody. We are independent. Yes, sir! Yes! Woo-hoo!
Deep at the end of space, further than the sun, is a crowd of chairs. Way out on a crystal sea, protecting you and me, is a battleship. I had my eyebrow into a question. Who is this captain? And where do his friends live? Deep at the end of space, further than the sun, is a crowd of chairs. Way out on a crystal sea, protecting you and me, is a battleship. I had my eyebrow into a question. Who is this captain? And where do his friends live?
It expresses itself through us and needs us to play our part. The more we become who we really are and have the courage to express what's truly inside of us, the more the world can wake up. Let's wake up to our dreaming when we're upset by the other side. Let's remember, even though it's challenging to think this way, let's remember that the other side is balancing our one-sidedness and pointing us towards wholeness.
Lois, Ritzy, Razzie, FU, Aniga, Lee, Jordash, Fiorucci, Adidas, Samba, Kick, Dreamtrap, Gazelles, Forest Hills, Dan Smith, Theodora, Puma Argentina States, Park, Kickers, Kills, Farris, Lassinger, Fred Perry, Pringle, Marlon Scott, Lonsdale, Lacoste, Fila, Head, Kappa, Elisi, Sergio Tashidi, Ceruzzi, Burberry, and Akuskusi.
Let's wake up to our dreaming, to our ugliness, to our beauty, and to our common humanity.
The prophecies of the future look bleak. It is impossible to even have a dream or goal, as everything has been done. All tasks have been completed.
There is whatever you want to call. I don't use the term deep state, but there is an entrenched national security state establishment that has its own interests.